Hello, beautiful friends. Today we're going live with beautiful Chef Yin, and we're gonna talk about authentic Asian flavors and how to create authentic Asian dishes the raw vegan way. It's a very interesting topic for me. I'm very curious about Asian dishes. The few times when I tried authentic Asian dishes, they were really delicious, and it would be so interesting to try to reproduce them now when I'm eating fully raw food. So in a few minutes she'll be here, and we're here with Lily, so I might get a little bit distracted, but hopefully we can really enjoy a nice conversation and learn a lot from Yin. Okay, I don't see her yet, but we can just talk a little bit more about the bundle, because we're both, Yin and me, are in the bundle, in the raw vegan bundle. You probably know about it by now.
Mink.
Yes. We've been promoting it for this whole last 9 days, and many people say that they already had previous bundles, and that's why they're not getting yet the new bundle. Here's a request. Lily, what is it? Actually, the new bundle is completely different. All the books and all the programs are completely brand new, and I have to say this bundle is my favorite by far. Hello! Hi,
Ah,
Shaggy! So good to see you!
hi. Sorry, my tripod ran out of battery, so I was like rushing around trying to find the chargers to charge it. So I hope it will hold it up because I was trying to lean it against something and then it didn't. Yeah, it didn't work. But right now it's working, so that's good. Yeah.
Yes. Um, actually,
So I
I
can't.
have some technical little bit challenges too. I was with Lily here. She wanted to nurse all this time,
Oh, just now
and
I
I'm
couldn't, but I
gonna
think now.
ask. Can you
Okay.
hear me? It's coming through.
Yes, now it is.
Oh,
I think so.
okay. Sometimes it takes a little time, so I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
I just wanna ask Jessie, who is listening now, to please bring me the cord because my phone is low in battery.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah,
happening both sides. So interesting.
yeah. Hopefully he's gonna bring it now, and we're here with Lily.
Oh,
She
hi,
was sleeping.
Lily.
She was sleeping, and she likes to
Ah.
nurse. Okay, just look for it. I have to, time still. Yeah.
It's okay. We'll just talk until
Yeah, we
until the
still,
battery goes.
yeah, I still have
Yeah.
some. I am so excited to talk about Asian dishes with you. And before that, I would love you to introduce yourself a little bit because I know uh, so many people know you, but there could be a few people who don't know. So could you tell a little bit, tiny little bit about yourself?
Sure. So, hi, I am Raw Chef Yin. I am a raw vegan chef based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I've been doing this since 2016. I discovered raw food in 2014, took my raw food courses in 2015 and 2016, and then I started helping people make delicious, beautiful raw vegan food with a focus on Asian cuisine. And I've been doing this all around the world. So not only in Malaysia, I've also done workshops at the Singapore Vegan Festival, the Bali Vegan Festival, the Brighton Summer Vegan Festival in UK. I've taught in France, in Macau, in Hong Kong, in Australia, in Boston. Yeah, so these are some other countries. And then because of the lockdowns, I had to move to teaching online instead. So I started creating on ebooks and online courses. And up to today, I think I've created about 26, 27 online courses on mostly raw vegan, maybe one or two on which has tempeh. So that's a portion of it is cooked, but with a strong focus on raw vegan because I'm very passionate about raw vegan food. And I'm really happy to be in the bundle again. This is my third time contributing to the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. And this time I created a course on Asian desserts and I call it Asian Sweets and Treats. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. I love your course because you're showing like exactly what to do, everything. Usually when you look at the recipe, you're like, okay, there's a recipe, but if you're new to it, you don't know how exactly to do it. But there, it's like you're right there with you, and you can see your hands and just everything. You just do everything on a camera. It's so amazing because especially for people who are new to raw food and new to Asian food, and it's so interesting to try these recipes because they're such unique flavor. Most of us maybe
Yeah.
just tried it like a few times here and there, and it's very, very interesting.
Yeah,
I think,
I made a conscious effort to want to include the videos in it because I know a lot of people in who are not in Asia are not familiar with the ingredients or they were not familiar how it will look like. And then also those who are just like new to raw food, they might not understand the raw food techniques yet. They just read a book. And I find like personally I learn better visually as well. So that's why I wanted to give to everybody out there who gets the bundle.
yes, which is
Yeah.
super helpful. Plug in? Oh, yeah. Plug in. I need to plug in. Lily's laughing at Mama. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, and when you recreate the Asian dishes in a raw vegan way, how do you, because most of the dishes are cooked really, and cooking is a very important part of it, very important part of creating these flavors. How do you recreate those flavors without cooking? What
I think
are your secrets?
yeah, basically what I do is I try and understand how something is made in a traditional manner. And then after that, I try and figure out like what are the ingredients that I can use for the same recipe. I usually try and use the same thing unless it's something that you can't do cooked. I mean, you can't do raw. So for example, like um, my jackfruit sticky rice dessert, it has like a rice component to it, a sticky rice, glutinous, so it's actually glutinous rice component to it. So I won't be able to I mean, like rice, it has to be cooked. So I use jicama instead. And then I use the techniques of food processing to make it into a raw dish. Yeah, so basically what I've done is like I've just taken the raw food techniques like cutting, chopping, blending, spiralizing, food processing, dehydration, fermenting, freezing and thawing, and then using those techniques to make the Asian dishes. To make the Asian dishes. So once you can understand how things are made traditionally, then I can figure out what other techniques I can use, to apply to that. And then that pretty much works. Well, yeah, most of the time. I mean, not all the time. I think like sometimes when I'm like trying to think about texture. I think in texture it's like slightly more challenging because like Asian textures, like you have things like that are very sticky or gooey, that kind of thing. So it's a bit harder. Yeah, like
You wanna go? You wanna go with Dada outside? Maybe I should go outside. I hope we go back. Okay.
like so in my course Asian Sweets and Treats, I'm actually really excited, but I think not that many people are excited about it. I have so I have a recipe on boba tea, also known as bubble tea. I don't know, like, is that something that you're familiar with?
No,
No,
but
yeah,
sounds very interesting.
I
Sounds
think
very
it's
interesting.
very, yeah. So tradition. So okay, it originated from Taiwan. It's quite a new it's a new Asian drink. It's kind of new because it's kind of modern. Um, and it's very popular here in Malaysia. So this is like the traditional one. So
Oh, looks so
yeah.
good.
And when it first came to Malaysia, people had to queue up to get the drink. Sometimes like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And I heard it even in the US. I think in the US, in the Asian community, it also like became really super popular. And people also had to queue as well. And basically, it's three components, I think, of the drink. There is something called the boba pearls, which is actually made from tapioca starch. And if you bite into it, it's actually like a chewy texture. And in Chinese, they call it QQ. I can't really think of a English equivalent to describe that texture, but it's basically like, yeah, like chewy and yeah, it's chewy and firm. I don't know if you've eaten Asian desserts, then you will have
Is it
that understanding.
sweet?
It's sweet as well. Yes, it's sweet as well. So there's the pearls, and then there's the component of the tea, and then the component of the milk. Yeah, and so obviously, so the boba pearls, I needed to figure out, how can I make that without using tapioca starch, because the traditional recipe uses tapioca, right? Tapioca and sweeteners and all that. So, so I did quite a bit of testing, and then finally I used a fruit instead. And then I used like I think some psyllium husk and some sea moss and then chia seeds. And then I had to like test a few times. So sometimes I do quite a number of testings before I get the recipe right. I think this one maybe 3 testings. There was one dessert, I think it took me like 4 or 5 times. I think the durian pie took me a long time because I think desserts take a bit a bit more testing to figure it out. I mean, I know like the famous like minimalist baker on she's a vegan baker, right? I think she also does like 6-7 times of testing. My other raw food, yeah, but she's not raw vegan. My other friend, who's a raw chef, she also does like at least 6 times of testing. Yeah, I mean, certain things if I'm very familiar, like once or twice will be fine. But usually I do need to test a few times before I can get it right. So I did bring some props to show you as well. I just wanted to talk about like maybe like Asian spices. Because I feel like in Asia we use a lot of whole food, or we use a lot of fresh food. We don't use so much of powders. Although I do find like powders are like so much more convenient. Yeah, especially So like let's say like cinnamon, right? Like in like in Malaysia, we always use like when we cook traditionally. I'm talking about raw, right? Because raw is a bit hard to use this. So this is a cinnamon stick, right? So in Malaysia,
I love cinnamon sticks. I have actually. I use them too.
Yeah, we always use all this in our cooking rather than just like cinnamon powder,
So it's so much more powerful this way.
Yeah, right. And then things like let me see. Do you use cardamom?
Yes, I love cardamom.
Yeah. So do you use the powder or do you use the pod?
I have like it's like a rough powder. It's like a grind up,
Okay.
um,
All right.
ground up.
Ooh, I don't know whether.
That's
Oh,
what I
let me
found. But
let me see whether the.
actually, I
Let
think
me see if I can get let me see if I can get a plate and put it up to the camera because I realized like when I do the lives it's a bit hard to show things on the camera. So this
I
is
think I
actually
had whole
yeah,
one too.
these are
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
green
I
cardamoms, right? And
one
then
time
you
I found, yeah, I think it's not
yeah
too hard to get. But
yeah
you think it's worth it to kind of go through the effort of finding the whole ones? It's more powerful, right? To use this
yeah.
or
In terms of the scent, yeah, it's so much more powerful. But I know a lot of people, you know, they just have no time to make food or no time to make things. I mean, even me when I used to always use the pots, I would always have to like crush them because you have to like open them up. I usually use something to crush it, and then you actually see the seeds that come out,
Mhm.
right? So that's the
Yeah,
seeds actually, right? And then after
yeah.
that, you need to grind it up. So it's a bit of a process. Or what
Mhm.
some people do, no, I wouldn't suggest it. Some people just like grind everything, but then this is very, you know, the skin is very thick. So I wouldn't. I mean, if you're like cooking, like I think we have like the other day I cooked something for my boyfriend because he's vegan, but he's not raw. So I think I
Mhm.
cooked, what was it? Some rice thing, yeah, or some porridge thing. So I put it in as well. I mean, if you're cooking it, then it will just the flavor will just permeate. But yeah, this just is really really nice.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I just wanted to show people like what you know what cardamom is if they've never seen it before.
Yeah.
Like everybody use not everybody lah, but you know some people use clove
Cloves. I me
powder.
too. I have whole cloves. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Right.
like whole
They're
cloves as
pretty
well.
hard. So you
Yeah,
have
they're really
to
hard. So it's a bit hard to use it in I guess like it's a bit hard to use it in raw food. But yeah, for
in
like
a
the in
blender. It would blend pretty okay. I think I
yeah
did it a couple of
yeah
times.
yeah yeah. I
Blender
think
is powerful.
Elena has a clove recipe,
Uh-huh.
clove smoothie recipe in the bundle.
Yes, yes.
Uh, yeah,
Smooth
the
with
smoothies and
spice and
spice. Yeah,
everything nice. Yeah, such a good book too.
yeah. Someone asked, can you just throw the whole cardamom without breaking in rice to flavor? If you're cooking it, yeah, you can. That's what people usually do actually. Yeah,
Hmm.
but I do find like if you kind of like break it up, there's more flavor to the rice. Yeah.
Yes.
I never know what to do with the cinnamon sticks, and I bought a whole bag. Haha. Um. Okay, the
Make
cinnamon
a nice tea
stick.
too.
Yes, yes, you can make it. Yeah, you make it a tea. What I did was last time, I put it in a pestle and mortar, and then I broke it
Yeah.
up.
Uh-huh.
And then after that, I think I used my NutriBullet or my Shimano, one of the smaller ones, to make it into powder. But yeah, you can
I
make
just
cinnamon
I just
tea.
throw a little piece in a smoothie. I like to
Yeah,
add it.
yeah,
Very nice. And it's so good for you. It's like very good for like sugar absorption and just metabolism. It like speeds up and things like that. Yeah, it's
yeah.
really good.
I have a star anise. I'm trying to see if I have one, but I think they're all
A
kind of
star
broken.
anise, yeah, yeah.
But they're all like broken already. It's like half of it maybe.
I I was making tea with it. I am making tea. I'm raw vegan. I'm trying to make tea as low temperature as possible, but still, I love to make teas. Um, this
Yeah,
is
I
like
drink tea as
the only
well.
thing that I'm cooking
Yeah.
because to get this power out of the herbs. I think that's okay. Usually, I'm just putting 50 degrees Celsius water, so it's not really far from boiling. And sometimes even
Yeah.
40, or in the sun, you can put some herbs in a jar and put it in the sun. Sometimes I do that too.
Yeah. I guess the other thing is you could do a cold brew as well. That's what I sometimes do. Like, I'll just put like the loose leaf tea in, like room temperature water and then just let it infuse for like 8 hours or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
She Yandy Marino
Listen to
really.
uh-huh. Really. Uh-huh. Stick. She talks about the cinnamon stick that it's hard to
Yeah.
break. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Maybe you can. I think she
Yes,
basically asked like whether you
exactly.
just break
That's what
the
I'm
hard stick into a piece and put in the blender with a
into
smoothie.
pieces. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I
how
just
big
take
is
one
the?
little.
Yeah,
It's enough because it's so strong.
yeah,
Yes.
and also you're using a high-speed blender, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
We have powerful blender.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're using a high-speed blender and you put you break off a tiny piece, then I think it should be fine. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then we always use our chilies. This is a dried chili. We use a
Yes.
lot in Chinese cooking and Asian cooking as well. So
Yeah, we
not so
love
much.
that too.
Not so much
We
of chili
grow
flakes
them
because
also in the
uh
garden too.
nice. You are in are you in Croatia or
Croatia.
somewhere? Oh,
Croatia.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I have another one of my e-newsletter readers. She's from Croatia as well, and
Ah.
yeah, I've heard like really good things about Croatia actually, and I heard it's like really beautiful.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
I was telling my boyfriend like, oh, maybe we should go to Croatia. It's like,
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, it'll be nice to if you come, let us know. We can meet.
yeah, because we haven't traveled for such a long time, and now like everything has opened up. It's funny because I was like, when we couldn't travel, we were like, oh, we can't travel, and now like we can travel, and we haven't really gone anywhere out of the country yet. We've just like done local traveling. So yeah, I'm thinking like this year will be a good time. It'll be
Yeah,
good.
come
It'll be nice
over.
to start
Come over.
traveling again. I think
And
I've just been so busy with bundles. But
yes, and I
yeah.
wanted to also ask you, there are some herbs that sound very, very like unusual that I
Mhm,
never heard of. And
mhm.
when people, get the bundle, they see these beautiful recipes, and there's an herb like that. What should they do?
Oh, okay. So I think like one of my recipes I use pandan leaf. I forgot to pluck it from the garden to bring it out. It's like
Uh-huh.
it's called a screw pine leaf. It's known as kind of like Asian vanilla.
Mhm.
So it's
Oh,
grown we just grow it in our houses and grow it on the grounds. It's grown really easily, and then you just cut it off and then you use that to flavor your desserts. But
oh,
if
sounds
yeah,
good.
you can get the powder sometimes, but if you can't, then you can always just replace that with vanilla.
Uh-huh.
Um,
That's good
yeah,
to know.
like pure vanilla powder or vanilla
Yeah,
extract.
we have vanilla
Or
beans also. I like to pluck
yeah,
one piece, like this little, and put
Mhm.
it in a smoothie.
Yes,
Oh, so
so
good.
lucky.
Yeah,
You have vanilla beans.
yeah. You should be able to order it online.
Yeah, I can. It's just like super expensive. That's all. Yeah, but they do grow vanilla beans here in I know that like in not where I am, Peninsular Malaysia, but East Malaysia. One of my students, she got some vanilla beans that were grown there, but after that she couldn't find it anymore. Oh,
Okay.
Yandy Marino asked, how do you spell pandan leaf?
Mm.
Oh, it's Pandan. Yeah, pandan. It's also known as screw pine leaf, and I can't remember. There might be like one or two other names as well. Yeah, for it. And then I bought the bundle. Are your ingredients written out? So yeah, so for my course, um, you actually get two components. You actually get the PDF booklet for all the recipes. So like, when I was showing this is actually the PDF booklet. It's like a 71 page booklet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And then I try and put like some big, huge colored pictures. Every single recipe has a picture of a full color, not a full color. Well, it's a colored picture. Oh, is it my Oh, I think my iPad died as well. All the
Yeah,
batteries all are like running out.
that's a
I usually
typical
make sure that
story. Yeah, you
yeah.
get
So
excited about working.
so yes, the recipes are all there in a PDF booklet. So it's all step by step. So I make sure that the ingredients are all listed out, and then also the weights are all there as well in grams, and also
Yes.
in cups and teaspoon, in measuring cups and measuring spoons as well. So it's all there, and then after that there are accompanying videos as well to it. But if anybody who has gotten the bundle and you know there are certain ingredients that you are not sure or you aren't able to find where you are, let me know. I can suggest some substitutes because I know like maybe some of the fruits you may not be able to get
Mhm.
over where you are. Yeah. Although I think it'll be hard to substitute a jackfruit. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it
some of the
is.
other fruits you
Very hard.
can substitute, like for like the Shibuya toast and all that. You can always use like, you know, use berries instead or something like that. Mm.
I like it how you substituted in my recipe, which
Mm-hmm.
had peaches, you
Yeah.
substituted with jackfruit. I was so surprised, and it came out
Yeah,
okay.
it worked really well. It worked,
Wow.
yeah, it worked really, really
Jackfruit
well
is
actually.
much more sweeter. Peaches are more like a little bit acidic. They have
Yeah.
this acidity, but in this same recipe, there are tomatoes, and they also add acidity. So it should
Yeah.
work out like overall. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
I would love to
Yeah.
try it one day. One day
Yeah.
when I get back.
I wanted to get peaches, but it's hard to get it from my usual fruit supplier. I will have to go to another shop elsewhere. So I didn't manage to drive out to that place to get the peaches. Yeah, because I love peaches as well, but it's
Yes, yes,
imported.
but it's very interesting that you did it. You made it with jackfruit.
Yeah,
It's like, wow, that's,
yeah.
I love that. I love
I so
the
yeah.
creativity,
I
you
just
know.
I brought the jackfruit for people to see just in case
Yeah.
they are not aware. So this is actually fresh jackfruit. So my recipes use fresh jackfruit, not the jackfruit in a can, because the jackfruit in a can is actually young green jackfruit. That one is very popular in the cooked vegan world where they use it as a meat substitute. Yeah, so this is the fresh one. You can open up the pod. Let me see. You open up. It's a jackfruit pod, right? It's one like one. This considered as a pod, and then there's a seed in it. So take the seed out. You can't eat it raw, but if you are cooking food, you can actually like boil this,
Mhm.
and you can remove the skin, and you can actually eat it if you don't want. You know,
Wow, I didn't know you
yeah.
can eat it.
If you cook it, you can boil it for like
Only
20.
if you cook. Yeah.
Boil it in 20 in boiling water for 20 minutes, and then you can cook it.
Mhm.
Sky Love like says like hi, two magical raw chefs. I've never got fresh cool. Yeah, that's why I wanted to show
Oh,
people because I think
yeah.
Debbie, when I was talking to Debbie about it, she's never like used fresh jackfruit either. So I'm really happy that Lisa made my recipe and she used this. And then Lena also managed to find fresh jackfruit as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's really it's such a unique flavor. I wouldn't know, you know, what to replace it with,
Yeah,
but
that one maybe not.
you could just try to use some other fruit like
Mango.
mango or mango. Yeah,
Mango. Yeah.
mango.
Yeah. The
That's the
sticky rice
first
will
thing.
go. Yeah, that hikama thing will go very well with mango. We won't be
Yeah.
able to like really stuff it, but the combination, because mango sticky rice is actually another very popular Thai dessert. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Watermelon and
And
lime said
where
never
would
ate it fresh either. Come over to Malaysia. Then you can have all the
yes,
jackfruit you
yes,
want.
we tried it in Thailand. The yes, that's the only place, you know, where I tried it and never saw it anywhere else, but maybe it is available somewhere. I also wanted to ask, what is the best place to get those exotic spices? What would you recommend? Or
I think if you have access to an Asian market, that would be
it
great.
should
Yeah, I
be.
think yeah, I guess it depends on yeah where you live and which yeah, which city you are in and all that. Because when I was doing the demos in the different, in places out of Malaysia, um, I could get most of my ingredients from the Asian market. I mean, I have to say I was like in very cosmopolitan places, so
Yeah.
I was in like London.
Yeah.
So yeah, they showed me. I just went to like Chinatown and found all the ingredients I needed. When I was in Perth, they also went to like the Asian markets to get the ingredients. Where else was I? London. Um, I think when I was in I was in Jersey, but I went over to New York City, Chinatown, and I could find like every single thing.
Cool.
Yeah, some of my students they buy online. Yeah,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
from Amazon they can find it online. Those in the US,
Amazon.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a
find it
great
online.
idea.
Yeah.
That's what would work for us because we don't have any Asian markets here, at least here nearby for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
That would be a
But
good
I
option.
think I think my the recipes I've done this time is not too bad, as in like is as in is like it's not that difficult, because I know
Mhm.
like I said, like the Croatian lady who she actually asked me like what are the ingredients in your course, because she didn't want to get the course if she can't get the ingredients in Croatia. So I
Uh-huh.
actually have a YouTube video online that I actually went through, saying like, okay, so this recipe, what are the Asian ingredients, and this recipe and what they are. So and then she bought the bundle.
Wow,
So I guess
it's so
she
good to
found
know
like,
that you made a
yeah,
YouTube video like that. So here's the answer for
yeah,
everyone.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so you guys can go to YouTube, my channel,
Yes.
Raw Chef Yin, and and get it. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, that's beautiful.
Yeah, Rennie, sorry, I have to go soon
Yes,
because
I
I
was
need
just
to.
about to say that, yeah, that you needed to go. It was
Yeah.
such a pleasure talking to you, and I learned so much. And I'm so excited I'm even much more excited now to try your beautiful
Oh,
dishes.
nice,
For
nice. Well,
sure. Yeah, we're
yeah.
gonna order ingredients and do what we can. And we'll replace jackfruit with mango, and we'll try to get coconut, which I saw you use quite a bit, the fried young
Yes.
coconut.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
and yeah, so excited to try it. And if you didn't get the bundle yet, this bundle, I have to say, is my absolute favorite. It's just the level is way up higher than from the first bundle. Everyone had to put in all the measurements for ingredients, the weight and everything. And all the recipes are oil-free and low-fat. So it's like this bundle is top-notch. It's like a whole new level. I so recommend getting it, and there's nothing in it that was in the previous bundle, so it's
Yeah,
absolutely brand new, everything.
exactly.
So you get the bundle from Yin's link, or you can get it from mine. So nice talking to you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for finding time.
yeah. Thanks so much for inviting me to do a live. Yeah, it was nice
It's my
connecting.
pleasure. I was thinking about it for a long time. I wanted to talk to you.
Oh,
So excited.
okay, cool.
Okay, see you soon.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys can,
thank you.
if anyone's watching the replay, you can leave just comment below, and and then Rennie or I will answer if you have any questions about the bundle. But there's only
Yes,
like
good idea.
less than 2 days left. I think it's like 1 day and 20 hours or
Less than
19
two
hours left.
days.
Yeah. So you guys have to yeah.
Yeah,
If you
get
guys are
it, get it,
interested,
because if you
yeah,
don't
get
get
it.
it, you will never ever can get it again,
Mm.
sadly. So only now. It's unique. Okay, thank you
Okay
so
then.
much, Yin.
Cool. All right.
See
I hope
you.
you'll figure out how to do the collaborator thing. I
I
think,
will do my
yeah,
best. I
the
will do my
moment
best.
this live ends, what you do is I think after you click the X, right? Then
After,
when it says tag, I think it says tag someone. When you click on tag, after you click on tag, then there's an option to invite
Mm.
collaborator. So you won't see
I,
it immediately. You need to click on the tag a person and then you put that in.
yeah. I tried it last time. It didn't work. Maybe I should
Yeah,
put something right now
right
somewhere here.
now I don't think so. I think you have to like end it and then put it in. Yeah,
And
it's a bit confusing.
yeah, okay. I'll do my best.
But yeah,
And
just
if
try
not,
and
I
see.
just can give you the video so you can put it maybe on YouTube or something
Okay, yeah,
if you want to.
yeah, that works as well. Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully I can do it. I'll do my best.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
always a
Thank
lot
you
of
so
learning
much.
aspects. All right, bye
Thanks
everyone.
so
Bye,
much.
Rennie.
Bye. Bye.